And we are live, 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 live. How is everyone? How the devil are you, Ian?
I'm okay. Lovely
Um,
working week, but there you go.
I'm just sharing out now, my lovely.
You share
Um,
away.
and I've just realised I'm on the wrong profile, but hey ho.
Oh dear.
I'm a silly goose. Oh, Nigel. Hi, Nigel. Hi, Eric. So tonight, as you notice, it's just me and Ian. It'll be just me, Ian, and Nick. Bry is on the prowl. I've let him out the basement for the night. So he's got a special pass. So as you can see tonight, guys, we will be talking about sacred sites from around the world. So it will be a really interesting one. So the best one that I could really think of is Roslyn Chapel. Now that is one place that I would love personally to go is Roslyn Chapel. For people who don't know about Roslyn Chapel, it's a beautiful place. I would say it was remarkable. It was founded in 1446 by St William St Clair. The beauty, oh my god, the stonework. You can actually go and visit it and actually get a tour. I would say that that's on my bucket list. There's no many places in Scotland that I really, really want to see, but Roslyn Chapel is definitely one of them. There's a lot of activity at Roslyn Chapel, like whispers, even people reporting that they've seen stuff. It is definitely worth a place. What about you, Ian?
Oh, suppose the sacred places, the most common one you hear about is Stonehenge, isn't it? But I've never
Oh,
actually been there yet.
I
But
know that's supposed to be amazing, Stonehenge.
yes, yeah, I mean it's got quite a reputation, and they reckon there's something underneath it, don't they?
Yeah, which apparently people say that obviously it's like when you go to Stonehenge. Hello, William. Hi, Rita. Welcome to the show. Um, it is a beautiful place as well, and it is like people say what's so special about obviously Stonehenge, and apparently it's the actual stone circle. It's apparently obviously dead relaxing. I've never been myself. Um, it is close to 5,000 years old. Stonehenge. The stones from near and far make the journey obviously to complete the monument. It was actually Stonehenge was the cause of conflict in 1985, which was quite interesting. And apparently, what is it they say about Stonehenge? Is it the fact that I know this has got to sound stupid, but I've heard this before about somebody saying that apparently the stones you can hear them singing,
Yeah, I've heard that about other places as well.
which you know I laughed. Right, I laughed because I thought, how does stones sing?
It's frequency, isn't it?
It comes back to, do you know what? See, the more that I spend time with you guys and the more you talk about frequency, I'm actually beginning to believe in it. I was quite kind of about it, but then there's things that I'm noticing now that I've never noticed before, and I'm thinking, these guys are actually onto something when you're talking about frequency.
Mm. I know we are. We're educated.
Shut up. William says, Stone circles fascinate me. There's loads to Scotland too, very tall ones there is. Hey Nicola, I was just actually thinking about you. Right, guys, I need to stop the show. On Wednesday, it's Nicola's birthday. Obviously, in case I forget, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicola. Happy birthday to you.
I bet she feels so much better for that.
She does. She does. No my singing, but no my singing. My singing's shite. But apparently there's a mystery about Stonehenge. Because of how it was built. The ditch in the bank itself would have been dug with antler picks about 6 feet deep, and piled up to make a bank about 6 feet high. At the time of creating the bright white fresh chalk would have contrasted. It's quite weird. Stonehenge is quite weird. But yeah. How is everybody's Friday anyway? Oh, Rita says, good job. Thank you very much, honey. We do try. We do try. What about Boleskine House? Would you put that down as a sacred place?
Well, honey, if you're a Crowley supporter.
Do you know, I seen something about Boleskine House today. They apparently they're trying to save the trees. I think something has happened and they're trying to fight for the trees and protect the wildlife. So I take it people must be trying to build.
Are they oak trees by any chance?
I think it is, yeah.
That doesn't surprise me because Crowley had a thing with oak trees.
Do you know what? I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I think it's the biggest mistake ever for building Boleskine House again. I really, really do believe it's a big mistake because it's history. I'm very, very sceptical that it's going to end up going on fire. And I keep saying it to people and they're like that. How can you say that? And I'm like that because look at the history. It's had 3 fires already.
Yeah.
So what?
It's a bit like tempting fate, isn't it?
I know I really shouldn't say it and touch hairy wood, the best wood. I wouldn't want it to happen. But it's
from?
It's a Scottish saying. My gran used to say that. My gran used to say touch hairy wood.
Yeah, it just means you heed.
Right, let's not get logical here. Sorry, Nicholas. Nicholas says thanks, Lou, but it's on the 24th next Wednesday. Oh,
yeah, day before mine.
Oh, we can have a birthday bash on Friday for you.
Oh, does that mean you're going to sing for me again and cause me pain?
Listen, you love my singing, don't you? Don't you be kidding?
Yeah.
Well, you say Stonehenge is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
It's Atlantis is the one as well, isn't it? One of the 7 wonders of the world.
Atlantis. Well, they got to find it first.
That would be funny. Ian's never logical. Oh, you just get shot down. But it's definitely an interesting subject. There's lots of places that are sacred. There's one in Australia, and it's the big red rock. And apparently that's iconic, the Australian landmark. I'm not even going to try and say it because I'll just slaughter it. But they believe that the rocks is like the surrounded area was created by their ancestors, and that the spirits continue to be in that land today. And it was actually voted by the board in 2017 to ban visitors from climbing the rocks, which was actually, so if you think about it, it was actually a popular tourist area. Like obviously during sunrise and sunset, and I must admit I would love to sit on that rock and just watch the sunset. I would be happy with that. They even gave them champagne when they were on the rock.
Wow.
Champagne, ever since October 2019, tourists had to go round the base instead of in the rocks out of respect, and obviously to protect the rocks. Ian will get me back.
Nah, you're all right, Rita. I can take it.
So what other one can you think is the sacred sites?
Oh. It depends on what you class as sacred, doesn't it? I mean, you've got the original church, which is in the Gaza Strip, isn't it?
Yep.
That's supposed to have been, what was it? It was supposed to be where the manger was.
William says some of these circles are built on ley lines. I actually do believe in ley lines, believe it or not, because I did an investigation in a place called Peebles in Scotland. And it started obviously in this hotel called Barony Castle, and we done an investigation, and apparently Alistair Cowley was at Barony Castle at one point, and the research was dead weird. When I done the research, it was actually talking about him having a vortex there at Barony Castle, which was quite weird because I was like, oh my god. I was like, Alistair Cowley. And that's how I discovered Alistair Cowley personally, was when I did my research, because I had no clue who he was. And the owner of the team turned around and said, we'll go and research him. And when I researched him, it was quite, oh wow, this guy's got quite a bit of history. So that was the first one. The second one was when we went to Needpath Castle, which is also in Peebles, and it's actually not far from Barony Castle. And the team, I wasn't there unfortunately, but the team got a Class A EVP, and you should have heard this, Ian. I've never heard an EVP like it. You can actually hear a woman screaming, and it sounds like there's people in the background that are taking her away, if that makes sense. It's like they're chanting, and I'll never ever get that EVP out of my mind, because I thought, oh my god, and it was off, believe it or not, that Panasonic. See the Panasonic, the one that's so expensive.
Yeah, the DR60. Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love one of them, but the fact is, obviously, money wise, when you go on eBay or go to somewhere to try and look for it, you're talking nearly £1,500, £2,000. And I'm like, as much as I would love it, I don't know if I would pay that price.
No. To be honest with you, I mean, I've got two voice recorders and they both got different frequency ranges, which is good because I will use them at the same time. But my Sony one, the microphones on it are so good at picking up EVPs. It's unreal.
Oh God, I can imagine.
One of the best things I've got for EVPs actually is because at the time you don't notice it. It's only when you're reviewing footage. Is my GoPros. If you keep them in the plastic cases that you put them in, those plastic cases cause their own white noise.
I never actually thought of that. I've actually got two EVPs there myself. Like yourself, it's just like a cheap one. It's not really expensive, and I actually prefer the bigger one because yeah, it does pick up everything, but I've heard wee certain snippets, like voices, and that was when I was at Lennox Castle. Now I always go on about Lennox Castle, and I always will, because I've never experienced a place like this. In
Yeah.
fact, see when I was on Jenny's show last week, I was actually talking about Lennox Castle, and I actually was showing pictures that I'd taken. And honestly, I rant and rave about this place. I want to really, really go back because there's unfinished business for me up there. So,
Perhaps you died there in a past life.
Is that because I'm mental? Stonehenge is built on a ley line. Yep.
Yeah, you'll find that
Hey, honey.
most churches and cathedrals and that are built on ley lines because for some unknown reason they knew where they were.
I've got to totally agree with that one.
And the most active of places seems to be where ley lines cross.
Oh, aye. As I said, you had obviously that Need Pass Castle, and then is it Yester Castle. So the three of them are connected with ley lines. Bless you. And they took bricks from Yester Castle. Sorry, 2 minutes to mute myself.
While Stephen dies, she mutes. Love it.
Listen, at least I saved them and I didn't continue talking. Apparently, Yester Castle, Need Pass Castle had a fire, and they took bricks from Yester Castle to Need Pass Castle, and the activity seemed to go up. It was dead weird.
Interesting, just to throw in as we're talking ley lines, but there was a monastery and a convent built in Hastings on a ley line, and guess where Crowley lived and died? In the middle.
Hastings? Oh, wow.
So he was actually living on the ley line.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Which is why I think he was living there as opposed to the house he had in Bexhill.
That man was everywhere. See when I really, really researched him, I've actually got a couple of books about Aleister Crowley. I think I've got the Book of Law. He wrote the Book of Law, didn't he? I've got that one definitely, because I thought I'm really interested in this guy. I know it's supposed to be sacred sites tonight, but you know what we're like, we go down rabbit holes, and we've just fell into a rabbit hole of Aleister Crowley. But I've got the Book of Law there because I've got to admit, I'm quite fascinated by Aleister Crowley, not in that way, but it's just, he seems to be everywhere. Like, everywhere you look, there's always Aleister Crowley, no far behind.
Oh yeah, he certainly visited a lot of places. I mean, even Plutley, the UK's most haunted village, he visited there. You know, it's
the guy's honestly everywhere. Hi, Robert. William says some churches are built on pagan sites. Yep, I totally agree with that one. It's funny how these birds can fly thousands of miles to the same nest every year. Yep, I didn't actually know that one. But yeah, it is crazy when you look at ley lines. I think we actually need to do a show on ley lines, or this show will be probably about ley lines. Well, yeah, he is Nicholas. Even I really, really researched him. As I said, I'd never heard of him. And when I really researched him, I was like quite mind blown by, oh my god, there's these places, and he seems to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of places that he hasn't been.
Oh God, yeah. I've got to really admit. Oh, here's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. But yeah, ley lines are actually quite interesting, I must admit. At first I didn't believe in them, but I was like, no, that's no just a coincidence. Don't you die on me. Ian, you've muted yourself.
Yeah, I've just got the aftermath of a cold, so
Hey, Robert says that Osprey flies to Africa every year. They're nuts. They're absolutely nuts today. The travelling, Robert. William says, hope you're researching alchemy, lol. That's because I've been talking to William today. And I said on was it the 24th of May, we'll do alchemy. Because I'm looking at subjects and I'm thinking, we've actually never ever did alchemy. I says, and I thought, you know what, that'll be an interesting one. And if you're up for it, William, if you want, you should come on the show with us that night. But yeah, I would say
the thought of you practicing alchemy is a bit scary.
you're making me sound like Cowley.
No, we can handle Crowley.
Oh, thanks very much. But definitely, I would say there was more energy lines in England, to be fair.
I know there's a lot more. There's a tower. I'm trying to think where the tower is, and it's built on a cross section of two ley lines. And apparently you can feel the energy standing in it, and it's just a tower. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And the energy in there is unbelievable, apparently. But there's a lot of activity around that.
As I said, it's I'm
trying to find
right.
out
Nick will be on shortly. He's just a bit busy now, doing something.
he's in the
But
woods.
yeah.
In the woods again.
Oh, he's always in the woods. Just don't tell him I said that. But yeah. Apparently, there's ley lines at the pyramid of Giza.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because pyramids are built for the same reason. It's to amplify energy, isn't it?
Yep. Robert says every main castle in Scotland links to the pyramids in Egypt. That would be really, really interesting. In fact, do you know what? We'll end up talking about ley lines. We've started with ley lines. If I had known we were going to go down the ley lines, I would have said ley lines for the subject. But see if you think about it, we can't actually see ley lines. But the theory is that the big important monuments like Stonehenge, the pyramids of Giza, are all running on energy that connects them. The idea took hold in the 1920s when Alfred Wilkins, a photographer and amateur archaeologist, actually noticed straight lines that connected ancient sites in certain areas of the UK. So I suppose on one hand it actually did make sense. If you think about it, a road, for instance, might be built between an ancient place worshipped and a fort. See, I'm quite brainy. No, what to be.
Well, because you're reading it.
Shut up. William says most famously lines is the Pyramid of Giza. Lynn says, I can't believe that about Scottish castles. Robert says, Crieff in Scotland is a hotspot for ley lines. Funny enough, I have been to Crieff. I went to a place called Four Seasons Hotel in Crieff. It was it used to be an old schoolhouse, and that was a really, really interesting one. And I'll give you a laugh. So my biggest bugbearer, right? And I don't know if it's Delcy's biggest bugbearer, but my biggest bugbearer is people that interrupt you while you're doing EVPs. So I'm trying to do an EVP because I've got 2 children in front of me, 2 children spirits, and I'm interacting with them. And that night we had French filmmakers, but it was amateur, and they came over. So the next thing you know, I'm trying to do my EVP. So when they walked in, I growled because I was interacting with spirit. See, when Alex had been cutting, obviously the footage and sorting it, he's actually forgot to take out me drawing looks. So you can actually see me drawing daggers because I was mad at getting interrupted. But Crieff's a good one as well. William says, ley lines to the stars. Sarah Louise, don't worry about it, sweetheart, it's fine. You always know me, I'm laid back. Robert's saying hi to Sarah. Right, Lynn's got a question for us. Do you think ley lines are more powerful in these large buildings because of the type of rock or stones they're built from? Perhaps like granite or rocks with a lot of quartz in? What do you think, Dean? What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think they will amplify it. Definitely. I mean that you got to think quartz is a natural amplifier anyway.
Yeah.
So that would definitely work. Granite, quite possibly. I mean, limestone. If there's any limestone around as well, that's probably going to add to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just found that tower. It's
what tower is it?
It's the Triskelion building. The tower. It's on a ley line crossing.
Going back to Lynn's question, yeah, I do think that ley lines are really, really powerful things. And again, I was sceptical about ley lines until obviously I discovered when I did an investigation in People's that actually they believe in them. So it was quite weird. Robert says rivers are part of ley line. All right then.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't making it tonight.
Well, I wasn't, but
Yay! Yay! I've got my 2 favourites. We're just talking about ley lines. William says much older buildings are actually made from crystal. Ooh, particular amethyst. I actually love amethyst because that's the one for anxiety, isn't it? Amethyst. If you have amethyst with you when you're feeling dead anxious, well, I always use it. And know what I get told when I had nightmares is Jasper, what is it called? It's like Jasper Dalmatian crystal. If that makes sense.
Jasper, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Robert went, what the fuck? I don't know what he's what the fuck in there. Rita's saying hi. Do you know what it is? It's probably because Nettie's at Bry's. Usually Nettie's in the comments. So how are you? You're two Brian, his bird. So how is the romance? I knew exactly why you weren't coming on tonight. I was like, aye, you dirty dog.
Well, it's got to be done.
You're like, woo, it's Friday. Lynn says rivers and ley lines make sense because they're full of energies. Water divine is an example, and I also can detect water and tunnels under my feet. That would be an interesting one. Actually, Lynn, I would love to hear about that. Hi, Brian, Nettie. Hope you're having a good time. Well, what can I say with Bry's windswept hair?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm all dishevelled. I'm a
Yeah,
bit tired
dirty.
now.
Oh my god. Oh,
I thought
Wally.
it best ever breaking morning. Best ever
Oh,
breaking morning.
William says, found an old abandoned building once in Cornwall that was made entirely from natural amethyst crystal. What was the name of that, William? Robert says, I choked on my beer when I seen Nettie.
Imagine that after.
Nicola says, your hair looks out of place, Brian. Well, we all know why, seemingly.
That's
Lindsay.
That's
Not my
that's
fault.
brushing it with a headboard.
Nettie's not coming on the camera because she's windswept. Lynn says it looks very windswept and interesting. And Rita says hi, Nettie. But what's your thoughts, Brian, Nettie, on ley lines?
Very powerful, really. I think the human psyche has got used to them in a lot of ways. If you go back in time, because again, and it's a fact, it's common sense. I mean, Neanderthals, their sense of smell and their what's that part of your brain, the hypothalamus, was it were actually more sophisticated than what it is today. So they may have been a lot more susceptible to ley lines and magnetism than what we are.
Yeah.
It would explain a few things, wouldn't it? You know, so yeah, the powerful things, and some people are more tuned in and susceptible than others. I know I am. I don't need dowsing rods to find ley lines and underground streams and magnetic lines as well, which are a similar thing. They're not the same.
No.
No. Robert says she's got a night ear. For God's sake. Oh, President.
No, she'll not need that later.
Robert says, yeah, Bri, I am tuned into you. Oh my God.
I know. Me and Robert, whoa.
Or can't name the building or exact place where it is in Cornwall because it's ancient and it's protected by law. Sorry. No, William, it's absolutely fine. It was just out of curiosity so I could read about it. It's totally cool, I get it. But yeah. So up here comes Nick. Come in, Nick.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
How's the woods tonight?
By the way, I hope you didn't meet Nettie and Brian in the woods because Brian's hair is whoosh.
Oh, hi there.
Next like that. What have I came into? Mum needs me. I've got to go. Rita says hi, Nick. But it's nice to have everyone, actually. It'll be good fun. We're talking about ley lines. What's your thoughts, Nick, in ley lines?
You know, when it comes to ley lines, it's... See, I'm actually still kind of learning about ley lines, so it's still kind of been a new topic for me so far. So I don't really have too much answers when it comes to ley lines, but I will be getting there eventually.
Yep. Nicholas says, hi, Nick. Lynn says it looks like Bry's been dragged through the woods.
Don't blame me, Lynn. Don't blame me. Get on to your mate.
No. But it's a Friday. It's a Friday night. What can I say? It's crazy night.
Exactly. Yeah.
If we didn't laugh, right? So, Nettie, when are you and Lynn coming back on? In fact, do you know what? Lynn, are you free just now? And I'll send you the link and you can come on. We might as well go for it. I'll send you the link just now, Lynn. If you're free, come on. We might as well have a party.
Eddie's a wild child.
You're telling me.
Oh my God.
You know what they say about these quiet ones at worst?
Right, Lynn, I've sent you the link, love. Robert says he's going to have nightmares all weekend now. Get Jasper Diamond. Might as well make it a party on a Friday night.
Yeah.
So is MD investigating this weekend?
Well, I'll be doing plenty.
Oh, I can believe you'll be doing plenty.
Yeah, but you know that's not what we were asking you investigating, Bri.
I think you need to think about what you're thinking about. I never said no.
Oh,
At least not Bryce, not in the basement.
well, I'm going to be really honest. I needed this tonight, so I'm happy.
We've rescued you, Ian. We've rescued you.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, did you see my post today about the scammer I had?
No,
I didn't see anything on that.
You didn't say much, so enlighten us.
So obviously I got added this person, and I got the message, hey, just one of the days, Sarah, Louise, if I'm really honest. So obviously I get the hey, have you had the good news? And I said, are you one of these scammer bitches? I says, why don't you get a real job, mofo? And I get blocked.
Jeez. Oh, wait, look who just showed up.
Oh, is it Lynn? Lynn! Yay!
I've still got my uniform on. I'm still nursing.
Do you know what?
Ideas.
Lynn, what's your opinion on ley lines?
Oh, I love ley lines. Do you know what? I can feel them. I can feel them. It's like walking into a place where it's magic. Do you know? It's really magic. You can feel this tingling and energy. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated because obviously you've said that. So tell me, when you go to places, right, like is it round the building that you can feel the water, or can you sometimes feel the water in the building?
Both, yeah, I can feel it both. I tend to pick up on, I don't know what the hell's going on. When it starts, it's like electricity going, do you know, say, I'll put this here in a minute. Say you had your hands like that, and it's like pushing like forks of electric through your hands. And I can feel it. But it comes through my feet. So if I find anything underground, which it could be tunnels, it could be water, and it could be bodies, and I can feel them. I've been feeling bodies under my feet for a long time. So,
oh my God.
Good job I don't pick up the local ones as low to 10 people.
Well, do you know, funny enough, not mentioning any names, right? Because I don't want them to know that I had a wee look, right? But I looked at something today and it fascinated me a wee bit because this person's investigating a place, but it's now turned into they're looking for history.
Right.
I don't really want to say the name in there, because I don't want them to really know that I'm interested, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ian,
Yeah.
Ian, you should know who I'm talking about.
Possibly.
It's not your friend Zach Baggins. It's certainly not your friend.
Yeah, well, he's already liked a comment on mine. That's enough for the year.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the?
Do you know what? I would love to hear Nick say one night, just out the blue, what the fuck?
Yeah, I almost did, but then I did say something similar. I was like, who the?
It's building. Build it up. Take a deep breath, Nick, and just let it out. Sing it, brother.
Do you know what, Nick?
Yeah.
It would do your soul a favour. Let it go, Nick. We know you want to. Just let it out, lad. Get it out there.
Do you know what? It would actually be like that Frozen song. Let it go, let it go.
You've got,
Just a wee bit of Frozen.
Yeah, he needs a wig with a plait in it.
you need to say it, Nick, because you don't want it
I
to be.
I think I heard that post, Lou. What post, Alan? My brain's not on the night, Nicola. Listen, do you know, funny enough, right? I have two friends, right, called Nick. So I've got Nick the good guy and Nick the prick. Right? So honest to God, right, the guy from Team Spirited, he's got a long name, Nick Matty. He's really, really lovely. I love Nick Matty. So I've got obviously my good Nick, right? So I've got my good Nick, Nick Malay, and then I've got Nick the prick on the other side. You should hear what he calls me. He calls me Lo the Ho.
No.
But I love it because I'm like that.
I'll just call you Attila.
Oh!
I thought you were going to say a tit then.
Oh,
Rye's the only one on this show obsessed with them.
yeah, try. Goodies! Oh my God, this show has turned into a riot tonight. I can see it. Listen, I will be afraid to look at my phone in the morning in case I've got a message. What the hell happened to Frightners last night? Or in fact, my number one stalker will probably be on the Facebook saying, "Did you see that show last night? They were talking about boobies."
Nick.
Yeah.
Say titties.
Oh, please, here we go. Yeah, please. Are you getting that from Supernatural Talk? Because that's what they say all the time on that show.
Yeah, honestly, it makes you do it.
Robert says, "Bryce the Dark Horse." William says, "Back to Smelly Feet."
Nick,
believe it or not, are important energy conductors on the body. Feet touch the earth, much like the roots of a tree.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I take my shoes off sometimes, and I find walking in the grass is actually relaxing.
It's grounding
It's very
yourself, isn't it?
grounding, yeah.
It's grounding yourself. It's very good for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Louis,
Why? Because it energizes you with the earth. The earth, it just puts you back into the earth, connects you up.
Aye. Yeah, but
Louis,
Yeah, we'll keep
Yes.
walking,
Look,
Lois,
Monica.
because there's many times we wanted to put you back in the
Come
earth.
on. Right. Sorry, Bri, what were you saying, my darling?
look down your top and spell attic.
Wait,
can't-
what?
I can't. What?
Look down your top and spell attic.
Oh, attic.
Spell attic.
Yeah, go on.
Spell it or say it.
Yeah, spell it.
Spell it
Say it,
attic.
spell it.
Right, attic. ATTIC. Oh, fuck off. I just realised that when I was like, ATTIC. I was like, dickhead. Sorry, no, wow, that's a change from talking about titties. This show has went into a riot tonight, but do you know what? I don't care. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
One.
great. Brian, did you have a good day today with Nettie? What did you do?
Oh
I'm not
my
telling
lord,
you.
Lynn, that's the
I've lost
question.
that, for goodness sake.
I'm not telling you,
They
don't be
went-
nosy.
I prefer to say they went exploring churches.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my,
exploring churches, you're right, Lewis, yes.
Yeah.
Honest.
oh,
They may have been exploring, but there was no churches involved.
oh my.
Yours, honestly.
Oh,
Ian,
do you know?
Ian, there was a few attics.
Oh, there was.
Robert says, use your imagination to double it.
Imagination and double it. Wow. Do you know what? I'm speechless.
That's impossible.
That's a first, yeah.
Cheeky devil. Nick, sure nothing. I'm a good girl.
Yeah. All I'm just going to say, too, is that I always wanted a sister to question all about this. you know I'm messing with you.
Oh, I know. Nicola says, wait, no, Rita says, Bri, is Nettie staying with you for the full weekend?
I'm not telling you, don't be nosy.
Rita went, titles went down the rabbit hole. Listen, the title lasted about 2 seconds. Oh. Do you know what, guys? This is what the show is about. This is what it was built for. Was to have a laugh and that, I don't want to be professional. I just want to have a laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am professional. What's up with you? It's your lot.
Bri says, Robert says, Nicola, too personal, Will. William says, that's the first I've heard titties called that. Oh, this show. You know what? Do you know what, guys? You never know what will happen in Frighteners. It just happens.
Exactly, it does.
It's like it's one of those shows that you think it starts off with good intentions and then it just goes.
Through
It's
the
not my
window.
fault,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
good fun though, isn't it? It is good fun.
Well, Nicola's enjoyed it. She says it's been brilliant tonight. Well, as long as I put a smile on your faces and you leave happy, what's the issue?
Yeah.
That scared Robert to death tonight.
That's because he wasn't expecting Nettie to be at Bryce. So how long has the romance been? No, a week. Nobody knows. Taylor Louise says it's been a good one. I'm glad to make you all smile and laugh. That's the main thing.
Well, I'm off to Scotland on Monday, Lo.
Oh, whereabouts in Scotland are you off to?
I'm going with my elderly sister because she's nagged me to death, so we're going. And it's one of those tours, so it's a bus tour. So we go up on the first day. The second day we're going to Loch Ness and Inverness.
Oh, wow.
The next day we're going to this medieval village somewhere up in the hills. Can't
Is
wait.
Is that Calden? I can't even pronounce that. The battlefield.
But I'm looking forward to it. Wherever we're going, it won't be like a Scottish holiday. It'll be like a ghost hunting trip. And then we're going to Skye the last day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The sky's meant to be beautiful up there.
You're thinking about Culloden.
Coming to my house.
Robert says Nicola is pleased for you, Bri, for you both. Robert says Bri just casually turned the camera. William says you talk about titties on here and you get 9 viewers on Facebook, laughing my ass off. Well, we're actually sitting at 10, so I can't complain. As long as 10 folk behave happy, then I'm happy. Do you know what? I just say this is like a pub. To be honest, it's like working in a pub.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The good crack.
Shall we have a quiz?
Yes.
Hey, steady on.
I'm allergic. Do you know what? Nicholas is like that. I wish I didn't come on now. He's like that. I wish I'd made it scooties. So how long are you up in Scotland for, Lynn? Are you up for a week or a few days?
I'm going Monday and I'm coming back on Friday. It's my birthday. So
oh, nice.
Is it this Friday your birthday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. I'll need to give you a sing song. I'll need to crack out the old guitar and start singing.
We know what to get Lynn for her birthday then, some earplugs.
Any media, I'll be like any more of it, and I'll be like George Formby.
Oh dear.
Is that earplugs?
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, I won't even tell you what was on my mind when he was dangling them. If it's no earplugs, I hope it's no butt plugs.
They blame me. You blame me for everything, and it's your business.
Oh, what can I say? It's just turned into a riot tonight.
It really has.
Can't blame me. All innocent.
It's been funny. So next week we will have a guest. The original guest unfortunately had to cancel tonight. So that's why we had the subject. Next week I'm hoping to get them, but I don't want to say the name in case obviously it doesn't happen, sort of thing. Ancient places, titties and plugs. What else? Okay. Rita says it's been fun, and I'm glad. I'm really, really glad that he's leaving happy. So I don't want to mention any names about guests next week because I don't want to, in case they cancel. Right. So We may have a guest next week, may not. If we don't, then we'll probably have another subject. I say another subject, the place will turn into a riot. Next Thursday on To the Grave and Back, we will be looking at Chernobyl because it'll be the anniversary of Chernobyl.
Yes, interesting.
I love Chernobyl. Oh my God, it's one place I would love to explore. When Stephen got the VR, he always knows, right? I would utterly love to go to Chernobyl. So I was at my work one night and I came home and he says, I've got a surprise for you. I said, all right. So he says, sit down. So he sets me all up, right? Doesn't he tell me? He says, on you go. He bought me the tour of Chernobyl.
Wow.
And I was like so memorised by it. I was like, oh my God. And I actually felt like I was there because I quite like the VR because it's like, I really do like it. So I had the tour of Chernobyl and I was like, oh my God, it's like, I feel like I'm being there. But yeah, we're doing Chernobyl to the grave and back. If you guys want to come on, I'll give you an open invitation, send the link. If you want to come on.
Brilliant, yeah. Wasn't Godzilla there?
What?
Godzilla.
Oh, that's Tokyo.
Yeah, Lois hasn't been to Chernobyl yet.
Oh God! Are you trying to say I'm Godzilla?
Well,
I'm just clicked on that you were calling me Godzilla. English.
me? Would I?
When you said about Chernobyl, well, when you watch that film Godzilla, that's where it starts off.
Yeah.
Lynn, Robert's asking what you're on.
The bed.
Yeah, he's doing an experiment on worms, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nettie, you're awful quiet. Nettie,
Huh?
Well,
you're awful quiet.
go on,
Annette?
supplements.
Hello. No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Are they froze?
Bloody deafening me. What's up with him?
She's worn out.
I think they're frozen. No, they're not.
No. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. 2 secs, I'll be back.
Jeremy Wade went there, didn't he? He went catfishing.
Who
Wait, what was?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Wait, I'm kind of
Can you
lost.
hear me?
I am so lost.
You're
right
all in
now.
slow motion.
I think we're all lost.
Have you been on them mushrooms again, Lynn?
Nah, she's been in the medicine cabinet before she left work.
I hope she's good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I hope her phone didn't die.
It's them mushrooms have kicked in, look.
Yeah, they're called the buffer mushrooms.
No, Jeremy Wade went to Chernobyl, didn't he? He were catfishing. He wanted to see if that.
Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? You got two ones.
That's it.
Well, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Now it's gone. I was going to say there was just two of you for a second.
That was scary. We cloned her for a minute.
That was
Well,
a bit
see,
strange, that. It sort of went in slow motion, didn't it? Like we were on another planet.
Yeah. Well, you see, before that other Lynn left, I like the Lynn on the right. I think she was very focused on what was going on.
Oh,
Lois doesn't know what she missed that we briefly cloned Lynn. Oh, there she is.
What cheek have I missed? Oh,
Well, you just missed the first time where we accidentally briefly made a clone of Len.
I'll tell you what. I'll swap Len for me. She's running the show. She's running the show. It's like I went down the table. You've got Lan, you've got Nick, you've got Ian, then you've got Brian, Debbie, then you've got the viewers, and then Lloyd. But it's definitely been a good night, without a shadow of a doubt. It's been really, really good. Ladies, thank you very much for coming on. Bri, thank you very much for coming on. I really wasn't expecting you. So thanks for that.
You're
and
welcome.
thanks to the viewers. Definitely, guys. It's been a riot, an absolute riot. That's why tomorrow I'm not even looking at my phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say tomorrow's Saturday.
It's like don't look at your phone. I'm half expecting over the weekend that there'll probably be a status about the show, but hey ho, fuck it. It's like, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, so it has been brilliant. What about you ladies? Talk about Sunday. What are you doing on Sunday for the show?
Well, I won't be on the show Sunday because I don't get in from work till 9:30.
Cool.
Yeah, so
And I've got to get ready to go away Monday morning.
What's happening? What Nettie? What are you talking about on Sunday?
We're not too sure at the moment. We're trying to figure it out.
Probably divorce.
Jesus Christ, Brian, you've not gave it a chance.
Wow.
Fuck's sake. It's like, holy jeez. It's like, these have just got together, now it's divorce. Jesus Christ, what happened to honeymoon period?
It's all gravy.
It's like me and Nick, we're at honeymoon period. He hasn't told me to disappear yet.
Like, now you see me. Oof, now you don't.
But yeah, guys, it's been really, really fun. Really fun, definitely. Thanks very much, guys, as I said, and thanks to the viewers as well. Viewers have been absolutely brilliant. And we will catch you next week, guys, and I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope you have a good weekend, and obviously, Lynn, I hope you have a good time in Scotland.
Thank you.
And you don't get lost. I don't want you running away with Nettie.
I was gonna say if she does get lost, then Lois, she can go find Lynn then.
Yeah.
Lynn will end up staying lost then, won't she?
Tricky devils. See what I'm going to suffer. Sarah Louise says, bye everyone, bye my darling. Thank you very much for joining us. Everybody, thank you. And you all take care. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.